All right, let's kick this pig. I'm Brian. Hello, everybody. This is Plant. Say hello, Plant. He's strong silent type. It's Friday, and today is Golang Day. Um, I started even before I had actual viewers, so I do apologize for anybody like that. As we get a viewer, once the thing ticks over, we'll reintroduce Plant and what have you. Would like to thank Sloan X42 and Freedom Dow, Nubasaurus 555, and Chobsec CH0B-Sec for coming and following us here. I appreciate that. We're simulcasting, triple casting on our Discord and on YouTube, so you can go check that out. If you don't like Twitch, you don't like all the Twitches, you can join us over there. And you can also hang out with me. Ooh, okay. One sec. There we go. Turn off my disable my preview. Let me make sure that everything's good to go. It's been a busy week, but just have to remind myself that all of you good people are out there, and that you know I could have it much worse, to be honest. Knowing that my biggest issue is that, oh, I have two houses and I'm trying to sell one, and we're trying to renovate the $1 million plus house that we have in San Diego, and oh no, I have to move to San Diego and whatever. So I have to remind myself not to bitch too much, because it could be infinitely worse. So if you're not in a good place right now, I want you to know that you don't have to suffer in silence. There are people that want to talk to you, want to help you, and do what you can to reach out to those people and lean on them, lean on your friends, and open up to them, and you know be vulnerable if you can with them, and lean on them. So I didn't expect the reaction that I got the other day on the chat. It was just one of those days where it was like I felt like shit, and coming in and streaming today, and last week, no, Wednesday, makes me feel better, and it gives me energy, and I don't know why, but it does. So yeah, it's Friday, so we're gonna do some Go. We're gonna do some Go. I put Ask Me Anything on there, but dear God, please temper thyselves in terms of AMA. And so we put our house on the market literally yesterday, and that's probably a little better for y'all. Within hours, our realtor came back and said, "Hey, we have 2 showings. Oh, now we have 3 showings. Oh, we have 4 showings." So um, we're picking a good time to sell, good time of year to sell. Probably if we'd have waited a month, there'd probably be more stuff. So our realtor told us, if we don't get at least 10 if we get 10 showings and without an offer, then there's something wrong with the price, or there's something wrong with the house, or there's something, and we'll just have to reevaluate that. So given the amount of people that we've had so far, I'm cautiously optimistic. So it's an interesting process, this, and it's somewhat stressful depending on how your life is. So I'm working a full-time job. I do streaming. I'm taking college classes, and it is what it is. But like I said, I could be in a much worse position, and yeah, I'm glad everybody's here to hang out with me. So let me get on. There we are. Oh, there I am. I'm delayed. Um, we have to get out of our house by 5 o'clock tonight, because there's going to be yet another showing of our house by people. And so I have found a legitimate use case for my outside cameras. It allows me to watch people come in. It allows me to watch people come into my house, and yeah, the cameras outside have a microphone, and you can actually hear like I was watching them leave the house today, and we were off site because it was like, hey, it's good for you to be gone, and turned on the camera and I saw them outside and I was like, oh, that's right, I have a microphone function. So I was like, oh, let me hear what's going on. And we heard them say, oh, this is a lovely house, but it's a little outside our size range. It's like it's too big for us, and we don't really need a house that big. And I was like, oh, well, that's fair. It's not like, hey, we don't like the fact that there were cats in the house and that's a deal breaker for us. So it's not something that we can fix, or it's oh, this is the color's too ugly or something like that. So it's everybody has their own tastes, and we'll find the right family for this. It's no longer our house; it's an idealized idea or an idealized dream of someone else's future house. So it's one thing we've had to work on psychologically in that respect. So all right, so everything's kind of set up. I need to grab browser window and shrink it down a bit. Yoink. All right. Yeah. So, so by the way, I don't know if y'all were involved here, but so it burns me. It burns us precious. Anyway, there you go. All right. So, Tutorial Edge does have free training that doesn't require you to sign up for it. I don't know if we went through this before, but I would suggest, paying for some stuff if you find these of value. But there's a number of tutorials in here, including things like, I think I mentioned this on the Wednesday call as well. But I mean, there is definitely some other stuff that you can learn how to use in Golang if you wanted to, including GraphQL, which we've talked about on the show on the podcast a couple times with some folks. And so yeah, there's a number of interacting with JSON files, parsing JSON files, Go methods, Go interfaces, panic recovery. So there's a number of different things here, and these are the beginner stuff. So I'm like, I don't even build a serverless app in 5 minutes with SST. Sounds very cool, kind of like Heroku, where it's serverless. You just upload the code and it runs. At least that's how I understand Heroku to be. But there's a ton of things in here anyway. So we're going to go over to the go.dev site where we were playing around with some of the tutorials over there. Anybody have any questions? Thank you to our singular viewer. I appreciate you for not lurking. If you have any questions, please let me know. And I'm going to be on for at least the next hour and 10 minutes. So we'll see what we can come up with. All right. So guided tours of Go programs. Hey, VM Smith01. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for resubscribing for 8 months. Oh, I appreciate that. I love that. Thank you so much. Glad you found your way to helping support the podcast and myself and what have you. So, okay, let's see. Let's get back to where we were. Docs. Oh, hey, Twitchkins. You're oh, I'm working. You're on the other screen. Yeah, yeah. Guided journeys. See web dev, CLIs, new to coding. Where were we on this stuff? Let me see history. Scroll back a little bit. How's everyone doing today? VM Smith01, Twitchikins, how y'all doing? You recently closed Windows? No, that's not it. Okay, good. Recent history, manage history. There we go. All right. So 7 days ago, last 7 days, and scrolly. Go.dev. Tutorial, get started with Go, programming language. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Started the ocean. Oh, hey, VM Smith. Yeah. It is definitely. Thank goodness it's Friday. My weekend is going to go very quickly with our open house on Saturday and Sunday. But yeah, it's there's a lot to unpack there. So yeah, okay. So I remember us doing some of this stuff. So go and download, install init example, right? 1 second, I'll be right back. Oh no, I know. One of the joys of setting up your house to be, picture perfect for other people is you have to hide shit, and um, like I got to clean off my desk all the time. Every time I leave the house because somebody could call us and say, hey, they want to see the place in 30 minutes, so the house has to be show ready all the time. I literally did not remember where I put my water bottle until just a second ago. What is this error message? Okay, update now. Where are we going? So far away. Somebody told me this is the place. Everything better. Oh, cool. 1.78. Okay. This was the Go Web Service Gen. Scroll back up and yeah, here we go. Creating a module. I think we were creating a module. Yeah. So we'd gone through prerequisites, right, here. So, yeah. Let's see, where's my environment at here? Let's make this a little bigger. That way everybody can see it. Huh, pretty sure I saved all that. Oh, well, we'll just have to do it again. All right, save, paste the following code into your greetings.go file and save the file. All right, so, all right, let me grab my, all right, so Control Shift, Golang tutorial. And so we're gonna create a module. Now, I haven't quite understood why we need to create a module. Um, it, what it seems like a module is for me is something that we're going to use to repeat things over and over again. For the FMT, which we've used in previous modules or for in previous sections on W3 schools, it was a way to format the code inside, so it's more readable. So almost like a style sheet in some cases, or when certain variables come up. So it kind of extends itself from a style sheet. So it'd be like if you put %v in this case, it's going to tell you, it's going to interpret what control V is for you. So if the code is the presentation layer, for instance, or if the code is the data, code is data, right? Code is data. The FMT is the style sheet or the presentation layer that tells you, okay, here's how we want everything to go. Remove sticky note with password from your monitor. Is are you just running through the checklist Twitchikins on your, like, oh, it's oh, right, yeah. But I've got stuff here. I've got like, Bluetooth headset, Bluetooth speaker, random USB-C cable, uh, work laptop. The only thing I have on my desk normally is my camera, which kind of does skeeve me out that a bunch of strangers are in my house walking around with, an $800 camera body and a $400 lens. Well, it was 400 when I bought it. It's probably cheaper now, but and then I've got, the $195 Focusrite, and I've got, my fancy ass keyboard that makes colors and stuff, and all of this stuff, and it's like some rando is just going to walk in my house and look around and open up my drawers and peruse my underwear and all that stuff. So Looks, yeah, just it's kind of skews me a little bit. Problem is, I do have a camera inside my house that I use to watch the cats when and if we leave. It has a blue light on it, so they'll know that we're watching them if I wanted to turn that on. And um, being the 1984 guy that I don't like, having a camera in my house pointed out to where people could see me on a normal day or what have you, I'd be a little weird about that too. So I'm trying to find that happy medium, and then we're still early in the process. So maybe I'll just get tired of it and go, look, I just want a camera in my office so that I can see if people are gonna, be able to steal my shit. But the fact that there's a camera in there at all may just be a useful deterrent to go, oh, okay, they may be recording us. I shouldn't do some evil shit. So not that they would, but you know, it is what it is. All right. So hey Beta Wolf, what's up? Let me get some music on. I was listening to a little Toad the Wet Sprocket earlier, but let me see. Get our friends from Chill Hop on. We need some hacking music that isn't 120 beats per second. Okay, watch out now. There we go. Yeah. Oh, y'all can't hear that. All right, one second. Make sure I don't have. Okay, so close. Nice. Input capture. Firefox. No. Oh, I can't hear my own music. Oh, all right, we'll just remove that. And then I will copy and go down to pot player. Not to be confused with Mary Jane player. Oh, well, that doesn't sound good. There we go. Oh. All right. So almost done moving. Today's my last day. Wow, good for you. Yeah. I had a one-on-one with my boss today, and you know, basically extreme candor, which I approve of my new boss's candor. And actually, he's not new; he's been around for about a year or so. But he lives in Kansas City, and he's like, we're not gonna, I'm not gonna RTO. I'm not gonna be forced to move to, Seattle to do my job. He's like, I'll just quit. I was like, I appreciate that candor, because I was like, I told him, I was like, y'all have known for a few months that this is gonna happen, and you know, I'm moving to San Diego. So he was like, completely understand, and he's like, I'm glad that you could, have that candor with me, and I was like, that's an important thing. So. It's all about breeding trust in many cases. I'm going to turn that down a little bit. All right. Turn that up. Hear that? Good. All right. So we're going to create a module. I'm going to open this up into all right, so I'm going to rename this because I renamed it something stupid and I shouldn't have done that. So we're going to call it greetings. Let's just call it tutorial. Right. That way it's a little less sucky. All right. And then we're going to create a new file. We're going to call it. So it says here, use the go mod init command, giving it your module path. Here, use example.com/greetings. If you publish a module, this must be a path from which your module can be downloaded by Go tools. That would be your code's repository. Okay, so this is if you wanted to, like we did with the previous, when we made an API and those things, you have to have a local place like github.com/ breaksec/greetings, and then it'll be like import, break.com or breaksec.com/greetings or something like that, and then it will pull your dependency down. So, all right, so let me pull this up. All right, so we're gonna go mod init example.com/greetings. All right, so now you see there's a go.mod, and it's going to be called example greetings. Cool. Okay. All right, so the go mod init creates a go.mod file, so that we've done that. Okay, we've already tracked dependencies so far, so that's great. We talked a little bit about that with the API that we created. It's going to, almost like an SBOM, it's going to tell you what libraries are required to run your stuff. So far, the file includes only the name of your module and the Go version your code supports. So I assume that would be updated if you updated your version, but if you built this on 1.20.2, presumably anything go.120.2, 1.20.2, and above would work with this. I don't know if Go actually makes backward-breaking changes. If you go from Go 1 to Go 2, there may be some issues there. If you go to a major version, kind of like how Python did. So idea is that it will tell you what needs to be in your, dependency pile to be able to. Okay. Sorry, I was just reading through. All right. As you add dependencies, we'll list the versions your code depends on. This keeps builds reproducible and gives you direct control over which module versions to use. In your editor, create a file in which you write your code and call it greetings.go. Paste the following code into your greetings.go.file or greetingsgo file and save it. I don't want to copy paste, but we'll do that. New file. All right. So we have, we open up with package greetings, and then import FMT. And I found out that if you import a module like FMT, and I think we learned this the last Friday that we did the Go, you import FMT and then your code doesn't partake of that, like you don't need to know what %v is, or there's something in there, it will actually remove that from your system. So you don't always need the style sheet for your code, depending on what's going on. But I'd imagine because you have %v in here, it has to understand. But because you have a %v in here, FMT is needed to help evaluate what %v is. So that's why you need to have FMT, and that's why it will show up as that. So, all right, minimize that. Go import FMT, and then we're going to make a remark, which is a piece like an HTML or something where you can put anything you want in it; it won't show up on the screen. Kind of like in Sitch documentation. Named func or function low name string. So So what we've done is we got a function going to take a name and it's a string. So in this case, it says var name string. So it's going to be a name and it's a string value. Every time you put in a variable name, you must give some idea as to what it is. So if this was name bool, it'd be, so you'd look at this and it would be var name boolean. So it would only accept true or false in this case, or if you're trying to figure that out, or float 32 or 64, or string boolean float, and it's the other guy. Rhyme likes the three tenors, float. Int. Thank you, Twitchkins. Int. Int. Yeah, int. Int 32, 64, 16, 8. Or unsigned integers. Int being integers. Or unsigned integers. Yeah, appreciate that, Twitchkins. Thank you so much. In this case, it's a string. So ideally, what's going to happen with string is it's going to evaluate and it's going to look for something like Bob. Bob is a string. And anything in quotes is going to be a string for Go, as we've talked about before. Okay, func name string. So this is the string we're going to add, and then twitchy bits, and then we're going to return greeting that embeds the name in a message. Make sure I'm not kicking myself in a message, right? Then it's going to be message. So we're saying this is the message is a variable, and we're going to let Go evaluate what that is by going fmt sprint. That's a new one for me. Sprint f. I don't know what sprint is. Sprint. Oh, sprint. What's sprint? Or what's sprint? Sprint f. I don't know what the hell that means. It's sprint f. So in this case, sprintf formats according to a format specifier and returns the resulting string. Okay. Hi. And then %v will be the name of the person, presumably, in a string format. So hi Brian, hi Twitchikins, hi Beta Wolf, hi VM Smith 01, etc. So, all right, welcome. And then you're defining what the value or where what the variable name is in %v. So you're not like putting %name or whatever. But by putting %v, it's expecting a name at the end of this. So var name string, you've got var name string up here, and this is -v or %v is going to be the value of name. So that's what it's looking for. Okay, let's see. All right. So return message. So it's always going to return true. So it's going to always going to return message. So it's going to be hi Bob, hi Twitchkins, hi Brian, and then it's always going to return the message name or the message format from sprintf or sprintf. All right, so this is the first code for your module. It returns a greeting to any caller that asks for one, which could be bad. I mean, ideally, returns a greeting to any caller that asks for one. So if I asked it to return something else, I mean, there's going to be ideally, if I ask the question, if it returns any caller that asks for one, what if I ask for it to return some kind of value that isn't me? Or, what if I ask for, hi -1? Is it actually going to do any kind of error corrections in the web app for that? So, input validation is going to be important. It may actually, I don't know what would happen at this point. And as we go along, there might be an opportunity for me to go in and say, what is your name? It's, -1. And it'll be like, oh, and it dies. So, those are things that, I like to think about when I'm, looking at code and looking at things. So in this code, you declare a greetings package to collect related functions and implement a hello function to return the greeting. This function takes a name parameter whose type is a string, right? So name and string. Function also returns a string. So it's expecting a string for the name parameter, and the function is also making sure you're returning a string. So that's pretty good. I mean, if you tried to return a -1, the function is looking for a string. It's may not return anything. So that's pretty cool. It knows what to expect. It should be expecting that. So it could actually say hi, Poughkeepsie or whatever. As long as it's a string, that's all that matters. In Go, a function whose name starts with a capital letter can be called by a function not in the same package. This is known in Go as an exported name. More about exported names, CD exported names in the Go tour. That would be why func hello starts with a capital, because it's considered an exported name. Declare a message variable to hold your greeting. The walrus operator, or they call it walrus, is a shortcut for declaring and initializing a variable in one line. Go uses the value on the right to determine the variable's type. Taking the long way, you might have written this as var message string and then message sprintf hi. You've taken a few things out of the equation. You've saved a few keystrokes. Use fmt sprintf function. sprintf. Now I've got it stuck in my head and I can't. To create a greeting message. The first argument is a format string, and sprintf substitutes the value name parameter's value for the %v in the format verb. Inserting the value of the name parameter completes the greeting text, and then return the greeting. In the next section, you'll call this function from another module. Ooh, sexy. All right. So one of the things that we did learn is every folder is its own project, and you can only have one main per. So, well, this doesn't have a main, so that's really weird. Okay, so you'll write code to make calls to the hello function in the module you just wrote. You'll write code you can execute as an application, which calls code in the greetings module. This is part of a multi-part tutorial that begins with create a Go module. We're deep in it right now with creating a Go module. Create a hello directory for your Go module source. This is where you'll write your caller. So we have greetings, and now we need a hello. Go in. Here's tutorial. Did I dork this up already? Really? Yeah. Okay, wait. Let's create a new folder. Call it greetings. And then we'll move Go up into greetings. Yes. We'll move that. Okay. Good to go now. This may break the go.mod by moving that in. I don't know. Let me see if it makes any difference. Okay, so example.com greetings. Here's greetings. Now we want to create a folder. Hello. All right, so if your command prompt is in the greetings directory, you should use the following command. So yeah, at the same time you're learning about Go, if you've never touched Linux before, you're going to be using some Linux commands or some, MS-DOS, CMD commands. So you'll go cd. Actually, since we're in the tutorial directory, I only have to go cd hello. But if you were in the other directory, cd ... is, go up one folder, and then you'll make the directory. So mkdir is making the directory hello. Or if you have an IDE or using Visual Studio Pro, you can just right-click on the folder you want and then make a new folder. All right, so cd hello. So now you just changed to the hello folder, which I'm in. To enable dependency tracking for the code you're about to write, so we want to go mod init, kind of like how we did before. Go mod init example.com hello. Okay, so now it's created a Go mod inside of hello. So I'm imagining, yes, this one doesn't make any sense. So I should have gone back up into greetings and created a Go mod init hello again inside of greetings, so that the proper Go mod would go in the right directory. So that's my bad. Don't do what Uncle Brian just did. Be better. Be better. Let me double check something here. Okay, software. Golang beginner. Okay. Just wanted to make sure I had all my tags correct in my stream. So I am is our a professional streamer. In your text editor, in the hello directory, create a file and call it hello.go. Hello.go. So there's hello. New file. Hello. All right. To do that, okay, so they don't want you to learn Go. They just want you to copy paste a bunch of shit. So, which further proves my point that developers sometimes just copy paste shit without understanding what's going on. Sometimes. Package main. All right, so now we're to package main. Now it gets really real because now we're going to have a func main as well. So what we learned with Go is you can't have more than one func main per folder. We're getting down to the meat of the application now. So we're going to import. Oh, and I probably should save that. So format things correctly. Save that bad boy. Close that. All right, now import. Then we're going to go T. Example.com/greetings. Now that would be on all one line, so I'm guessing it would be something like, right, and then you would type this one in, and it would do that. So that's how it would do. That's how it would be. I don't know why there's an additional bit of white space here, but Golang doesn't care about white space. All right, we're at the end of that bit, so we're going to go down here. We're going to go func main, and we're going to add another remark. Get greeting message and print it. I hope to God my wife's not about to tell me, yeah, somebody wants to come in about 20 minutes and see our shit. I'd be like, no. Which kind of bothers me. Not my wife bothering me, but it's like, oh, hello Gladys. Okay, what are we going back to? What, Halo now? Is that Gladys? Hello? Halo? I don't play the game, so I don't know. Oh, you know what? I haven't caught up on that yet. I watched the first couple episodes of Halo, like the series, and I forgot about it. There's just a bunch of stuff to watch. So I probably should go back to that once I finish Dragon Prince. No. Screw that up. All right. T dot print line. So print len is print line, and then we're going to print the message. And so we called example greetings up here. So we're going to call our go bits up here, and then greetings.hello, which is big lattice. So it's going to go to greetings, and then for the hello function, which we call here, say hi, welcome. We're going to get hello and then name string. So hello.greetings is going to be hello Gladys. So looking for Gladys being the string name. It's going to explain this down below. I'm just making sure that I'm saying it correctly because it's going to re-explain it. Oh, I didn't lock it. Okay. So in this code, you declare a main package, and code is executed as an application must be in a main package. It imports two packages, example.com greetings, the FT package. It gives your code access to functions in those packages, which one of the funcs we made is the message one, where we're collecting Gladys and we're going to put it into a hello world kind of greeting. You get a greeting by calling the greetings package's hello function, okay? And edit example hello module to use your example greetings module. For production use, you'd publish your module in its repository with a module path that reflects its published location, where Go tools could find it to download it. For now, because you haven't published a module yet, you'll need to adapt the example hello module so you can find it in example.com's greetings code on your local file system. To do that, use the go mod edit command to edit the example hello module to redirect Go tools to its module path, but the module isn't to the local directory where it is. So in this case, we'll pull up our trusty terminal. We'll run the following command. So go mod edit. So I don't know if I need to be in the hello directory or in the greetings directory for this. We'll see. Go. So right now I'm in the hello directory. I might have to be in the greetings directory to modify example.com greetings. But it didn't tell me that, did it? No, it says you need to adapt the hello module so it can find the greeting. Okay, so you have to be in the hello directory. So I am in the hello directory. Go mod, edit, place, example, com/greetings equal. And so, okay, so so it's almost like a find replace. So every example where you're going to example.com/greetings, just go to //greetings. That just changes the local or the directory structure to where you want to go. Technically, you could change it to anything as long as it exists there. I guess this makes it so that you're always pulling from the same place, with the idea that you kind of trust that location. Obviously, like with Python or with NPM, you might have multiple different ways of pulling the same module. I think when we talked with Adam Baldwin about NPM, there were actually 8 different ways you could specify a package, in 8 to 9 different ways. But this is the way we're doing it. Okay, so I was wondering if it was actually going to change example. Okay, so in hello go mod file, so in the go mod file for hello, you see where it says replace example.com greetings with //greetings. So it's almost like a shortcut, if you will. So it's going to be like, okay, I know where the real example greetings is. It's actually here. But if I run into any chance that example.com/greetings is going to be used and evaluated out to be this, replace all of these with this, which is going to be the directory above where greetings.go exists. All right. example.com/hello. Hello, Super Lolly. Oh, Super Lolly, look at you. Thank you so much. Thank you for supporting the stream here by subscribing for 12 months in a row. My goodness, Super Lolly, you've been with me for a year. You've stuck around. Oh my goodness. I now know what I don't know compared to what I don't know I didn't know a year ago. Yep, that makes about right. If you learned anything here, I appreciate the sentiment, Super Lolly. I hope what you've learned is helpful to you. So, so let's see. After you run the command, go to the go.mod. Okay, so yeah, so the go.mod file is showing you exactly what I showed you here on my system, which is good, except they did theirs in 1.16. I'm doing mine in 1.20. It's the only difference. So in the command prompt in the hello directory, modify the go mod tidy command. No, it's okay, Super Lolly. And as you're a subscriber, you've got access to all of our VODs, and you actually have access to YouTube stuff if the VODs don't last very long. So, but yeah, so those are available on our live stream here. You can go grab later on. So, all right, mod tidy command. Synchronize the example modules, dependencies, adding those required by the code but not yet tracked in the module. That's interesting. Okay, so if I go mod tidy, it says found example greetings in, and then this is the version number. So there's like a really long version number attached to it. So you could go. Okay, let's go make that happen. Go mod tidy. All right. So nothing happened, and nothing happened. Maybe it just takes some time to update. Or maybe I need to save this? Huh. Interesting. It didn't make any changes. What did I do? I must have done something. Go mod tidy. Go found example. Oh, did I find an example in that? It didn't find an example in there. So in the command go mod tidy command to synchronize all the examples.com hello module dependencies by adding those. Didn't work with me. Why is that? Did I do something wrong? Is something? Maybe I should have saved this and then run it again. All right, well, let me do this first. So we'll do initial commits, and then I will commit sync. Sure, why not? Please don't hate me. I know enough Go and enough VS Code to be dangerous. That's not it. All right, so let's run Go tidy again. Oh, hey, that gave me a little more than what I had before. Let me go see what it says here. Example greetings, open, G, my drive, yeah, GitHub project, tutorial, system, cannot find the file specified. Interesting. It did find the Go example though, so that's good. Okay, so I did it right. It says replace ... /greetings. Okay. And then go mod tidy. I wonder if it's because I got a space in my drive or GitHub project. Because I'm an evil person and I put spaces in my file names. Hello, my name is Brian. I have a problem putting spaces in my directory file name. That. That's interesting. I wonder if this will affect anything as we go along here. Command found the local code in the greetings directory, then added a required directive to specify that hello requires example greetings. You created this dependency when you imported the greetings package in hello.go. The number following the path is a pseudo version number, a generated number used in place of a semantic version number, which the module doesn't yet have. To reference a published module like go.mod file would typically omit the replace directive and use a required directive tag version again. Okay, so how do I do that? How do I make it required? Yeah, I'm not sure why. If anybody has any ideas on that, let me know. It should have updated with the proper thing, but it didn't, and I got an error message. I'm hoping that it's not the spaces in the drive letters that are causing the issue. Because I put all of my GitHub stuff on my Google Drive because I was like, I want to be able to move across devices without it being stored locally on this computer. And I really wish that Google would stop putting spaces in things, because not everybody has the ability to unscrew that up. So this one is my fault. The space in GitHub projects is my bad. My drive is their bad. All right, well, we'll see what we can. If that comes up to run causes an issue, then we'll figure it out. But all right, so I'm gonna continue through, and if somebody knows why that didn't work right, let me know. All right, we're gonna go run dot. Oh, what happened? Greetings provides package example. Okay, so is replaced but not required. To add to it, go get. Okay, so this is where we're running into issues, right? It shouldn't be example.com. I'm just going to. Yeah. It's maybe a really quick lesson today, folks. Because, Uncle Brian Pooch is real good. Greetings. All right, so I'm gonna modify this and just put greetings. I don't know if it's gonna work or not, to be honest. But even allow those. Stage all of them and commit directly. All right, so, all right. And make sure I don't put any example. Okay, so greetings dot. Okay, there's a code active go get package dot go get. All right, so we're gonna pop that in here. We're gonna be all hacky, folks. Go get package dot greetings. Okay, that. All right, there we go. All right, go get. All right. Missing dot in the first path element. It's gonna be a long day if this doesn't work as planned. So, congrats, you've written 2 functioning modules. I didn't. You know, my guess is that maybe the original thing where I dorked this up got completely janked. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove that. Want to really dork things up? All right. So now, mod knit. The go mod, right? And then hello, go mod there, the examples.com. So. Okay, so that worked this time. So it was the go mod thing. Whew, temperamental shit. Up, there we go. There it is. Okay, so now you see the require bit. So yeah, you've got to have the go mod in the right directory at all times, or it's just going to crap the bed. These are things we learn, right? All right, so now everything should work. Everything should work. If I go to the right directory, let's see. All right, so we're in the hello directory. We want to run go. So go run. Go. Great success. Yeah, there you go. Hello, hi Gladys, welcome. So, yeah, actually, fun. That works too. Pretty much anybody. So ideally what you'll do at some point is we'll have a web form. It'll say, please tell me your name. Hit submit. When you submit it, it'll put the submission into a variable called var name, and then it'll automatically put right back up on the page. Hello Gladys, welcome. So all right, so we've created 2 functioning modules. What have we learned today so far? Always put your go.mod in the right directory. If you do not, it will not work, especially in the case of it making changes or looking for go.mod. So when it was making the changes here, check for upgrades, check upgrade transitive dependencies, upgrade direct dependencies. Okay. So it's almost like it, so the example.hello, it almost like it's going down, right? So require example.greeting. Okay, where's example.greeting? Well, we're going to replace example.greetings with /greeting. Okay, and we also need go.120. So it's almost like a reverse checklist. So you're looking at everything down on the beginning. Or the first thing we need is go.120, and then we're going to replace any message of example.com/greetings with //greetings, but we require a specific version of that example.com/greetings to work properly. Okay, so we're going to handle an error this time. So handling errors is an essential feature of solid code. Agreed. When you run into an error, you want to be able to figure out where the vulnerability, or where the issue occurred. And usually I've seen a lot of people use like print statements and things to kind of debug through. But yeah, when you handle an error, so you need to handle it correctly, not give too much information. Like when you have a web server and you do a 404 page, it's going to give you things like version numbers and allowing people to enumerate what version of Apache you're running or what version of Nginx you're running. In this case, in this section, you'll add a bit of code to return an error from the greetings module and then call it in handle it in the caller. All right. So in the greetings.go, add the code highlighted below. All right. Go greetings.go. There it is. All right. So what we've done is, all right, so you see package greetings. Double check, make sure we're all on the same page here. Yep. All right. So we have package greetings, import FMT, import. Oh, actually, I don't know why it didn't require closing those. And then what we need is that. I'm going to put that down there. And then it wants me to. I wonder if the order makes any difference, because it says do errors first and then do FMT. So I'm wondering if maybe, I don't know. And if anybody does know, let me know, but I don't know if it needs to be in a specific order. Maybe we'll try that out later. Maybe we'll put errors after FMT and see if we get the same error issue. All right, so hello returns a greeting, yeah. All right, so we need hello string name and then string error. So if no name is given, return an error with a message. Okay. All right, so we're going to add another one here, string. All right, and then all right, so we're going to go blank and then say if no name given, return an error with a message. Okay, and then that, and then if name equals doink doink. So if no name is given, so if we got a null set, basically if nothing comes in, like please enter your name and you don't put anything in and you hit submit, then you're going to get an error saying, hey, please put a real name in, or please put a name in. empty name, and then closed bits there, and then hit this, and then if a name was received, return a value that embeds the name in a greeting message greeting. So return message nil. If a name was received, return a value that embeds the name in a greeting message. Trying to be cognizant of the time because I got to scoot here in a little bit. So, all right, so return message, otherwise return, so nil. So in this code, you change the function so it returns two values, a string and an error. Your caller will check the second value to see if an error occurred. Any go function can return multiple values. See effective go. Pull that up. Okay, so here's the link to what it mentions there, multiple returns. That's the link that I just posted. Import the Go standard library errors package so you can use its errors, new function. So there's errors. Add an if statement to check for an invalid request, an empty string where the name should be, and it return an error if the request is invalid. Okay. The errors.new function returns an error with your message inside. Add nil, meaning no error, as a second value if it's successful. So don't do anything if somebody actually puts a value in there that is a string. That way the caller can see that the function succeeded. So it's kind of like a print function, like when make sure that it succeeded or you got an error message. In your hello go file, handle the error now returned by the go function along with the non-error value. Paste the following code into hello go. Ooh, well, we got bigger now. Okay. All right, so go back into hello go. All right, go to hello go. There it is. All right, so we need FMT and we also need log. Log, and then example.com/greetings, which is the one we called earlier, func main. We're going to add a bit here. Set properties. Yeah, it's a jam right here. Printing the time, source file, and number. Yeah. Log dot set prefix greetings. Set flags. It looks like it's already setting something in here, so we're going to set flags 0, and then add a section request. By the way, if y'all want to get in on this sweet recording, I'll post that stuff. Okay, so message, and then it's message walrus greetings dot hello. That's where it asks for the empty set, or where it's looking for the empty set. If an error is returned, print it program. If error is not nil, log.fatal error. All right, so that's all right. We're almost there. All right, I'm going to have to probably scoot right after this, unfortunately, because I want to make sure that we've got everything ready to go for our showing at 5 o'clock, and got to make sure that we're all ready to go by that time. And we also have to make our dinner reservations at 5. So apologies to y'all for a bit of a shorter show this week, or today anyway. I did talk to Miss Berlin and Mr. Betcher. We are expecting to record Sunday evening, which will be early Monday morning your time, Super Lolly, if you want to hang out. 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. So it's like 14 or 15 hours. So it's going to be like 9 a.m. Yeah, like 9 a.m. Monday morning your time, sometime around there. Yeah. Hello, Pixel Code TV. Appreciate you coming in and hanging out. We're just about to finish our script here to do some error checking. All right, so we've done all that. Let's make sure. Okay, do I need this? I don't know. It didn't ask. I'm going to remove this. Oh God. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? Just gonna remark this out, so that way if I did need it and it errors, then I can just re-enable it, because it didn't specifically say to get rid of it, but it didn't also be included as part of the thing here. So just I see. Okay, format println message. Okay, so I've already added that bit here, so I probably can get rid of that, but we're going to keep it in just in case. A bit bad. So we're going to configure the log package to print the command name greetings at the start of its log messages without a timestamp or source file information. It's not ideal, but you definitely want a timestamp or source file on your applications to make sure that you can do things like timelining if there's any issues that come up. Assign both of the hello return values, including error, to variables. Change the hello argument from Gladys's name to an empty string so you can try out your error handling code. So I did that. I changed it so it's going to be empty set. Use the functions in the standard library log package to output error information. If you get an error, use the log package's fatal function to print the error and stop program. At the command line in the hello directory, run hello.go to confirm the code works. Now that you're passing in an empty name, you'll get an error. Okay, so save your work, and we're going to see a modification. All right, so let's save that as well. Greetings.go, save that. All right, so we're going to go to hello.go. We're in the hello directory. We're going to go run, and it should come up with an error message. There it is. All right, so greetings, empty names, exit status 1. So there you go. That's the common error handling in Go. Return an error as a value so the caller can check for it. All right. Next, you'll use a Go slice to return a randomly selected greeting. Okay, so I want to hold on to this. So for those of you who are following along, or maybe you're not, keep that somewhere, because next Friday we'll poke around on it. Assuming we don't have anybody who wants to see the house at this time, which is 4:30 p.m. on a Friday my time, or anywhere between 3 to 4:30 my time. Well, I'll let you know if, on the Discord if something happens. So you can go bang Discord and join the Discord, and I'll try to remind and let people know if I'm not going to be able to make it that day. And yeah, I mean, even Tuesday. At this point, we basically told our realtor, hey, lunchtime is good for us if you want to bring in a couple of people, but we have to work around our work schedule, because I work at home, my wife works at home. She could go into the campus if she wanted to. I cannot. I packed my badge somewhere. I never expected to have to for TO, but it is what it is. So random greeting. All right, cool. And yeah, that's where we're at. All right, so it was a little shorter than normal. I do apologize for that. I want to go and see. That is not what I want. I'm just going and looking and seeing if anybody's online because I'd like to share the love if at all possible. I want to go see the Super Mario Brothers movie this weekend, but I don't like the fact that a lot of movie theaters now are making you pay for like advanced tickets and like cool stuff and whatever. So Theo, software and gaming development. Okay, so let's read Theo. I don't know him. Double check and make sure that he's legit. Switch twitch.tv/Theo. Wow, that's an excellent handle. All right. Well, I'll be back on. We'll be back Sunday evening. Miss Berlin at least, and myself and Mr. Betcher maybe. He says yes later on today. Hope everyone has a good day, has a good rest of their week. As I said before in the beginning of the stream here, um, if you're struggling or you're not feeling up to your best, and you just want somebody to talk to, there's always somebody you can talk to. Come online, come into our Discord, hit me up on DMs. Just feel free to vent. Got an open line. Just uh, come and hang out. And I appreciate everybody who joined me today. So thanks everyone, and we'll talk again soon. All right, so we got 9 seconds. And all right, 4, 3, 2. All right, everyone, have a good weekend. Talk soon.